Ladies and gentlemen, all the ships at sea, I'm back at you again. Missed last week because, of course, it was Father's Day, which means I got nothing. It's like the anti-birthday gift. So today, what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly go through the systems and everything, see what's going on in the market out there, and of course, see where the market is going. So let's go ahead and really quickly here and share my screen. And let's see what happened over the last 7 days. So let's go ahead and change this out. Boom. 647 new listings on the market. 168 back on market. 518 price decreases. Only about 130 fewer price decreases than houses came on the market. So we still have people who continue to not do the right thing, which is price the house correctly. But you know what? I think it's always going to be that way. These people will find out that if you play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes. And overpricing your house is a stupid game. Your stupid prize is your house on the market for longer, and you don't get anything. Price increases 100. Never do understand those except for mistakes. But look at here. Under contract. If I add correctly here in public, that is 844 went under contract in the last 7 days compared to 647 coming on market. And those that actually closed, 632 expired, 63 expired during the week, 122 withdrawals, conditionals, 72 coming soon. We got 73. And this is a new category, contingent on sale. So I'll go ahead and explain this one if I haven't explained it to you before. So you ever run across those situations where it's like, someone accepts an offer on a home, but someone has a home to sell? Well, sometimes let's say you're looking for a house and you see these houses that are out there, they're under contract, and the person's trying to sell a house. Well, they decide to create a new category, contingent on sale, because in the Nevada law, and on the contract, it says if the house that you're buying is contingent upon sale of another, if the seller gets another offer, you have a certain amount of time to remedy that. In other words, you can remove your contract, or at least your contingency for selling your current house. So if you can afford it, you can go ahead and do that, or take a risk and roll the dice. So where this is good is, let's say, believe it or not, it may not look like it, we are in a housing shortage again. Well, we'll find out because I haven't looked at these numbers yet. So we could be in a housing shortage, and you'll have people who are looking for houses. They just made it easier for you because now you can just go to a contingent on sale house. Because let's be honest, most of these people, if they put that into contingency, they have to sell their house. So you go in, you can put in an offer, and they can take your offer and go like, okay, can you remove this contingency? Oh, you can't? Bye. So that is an opportunity for you. And let's see back. And let's go ahead and look at what has sold over the last 7 days, or so far this month. So let's look overall on the market. So active, like I always like to do, I like to take it down to Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. No offense, Boulder City, Pahrump. Just like to show where my areas are here. So right now there are 4,517 active homes. Of those, 522 are condos, 408 are townhomes. I'm going to do it today. 54 manufactured homes, and 3,533 are single family residences. And also remember that a manufactured home can be a single family home. Now, why does that matter? Because even though it's a manufactured home, usually the big distinction has to do with whether or not it's permanently attached to the land. The owner can permanently attach it to the land and apply to make that a single family home, which then turns it from basically a vehicle, which a manufactured home is, to real property. And with that, you can actually purchase it and use a loan, like a conventional loan, a VA loan, an FHA loan. Big thing is there is a cutoff date of, I believe, 1976. No, it was either 76 or 86. I keep forgetting. I hate to say it. I think it's 76. Because there was a change in the manufacturer. And with that, you can get a loan if it is younger than that age. Now, I'm going to have to go pull this up. I should have done this before. Hold on 1 second here. We're going to try to compare what we've done so far this month, because we're almost at the end of the month. So we can kind of really get a good representation of what's going on. Yeah, so here we go. So let's see. So single family homes. At the end of last month, we had 3,645 compared to our 3,533. So we have fewer homes on the market right now. Checks with the time of year we're in. Let's go back and check that townhome and condominium. 522 compared to OMG. Look at this. 925. So in last month we had 925. Now, let me make sure. Yep, condos and townhomes. Oh, I'm sorry. 930. It clicked over slower than I thought. So we actually have 5 more. So yeah, I thought there was a big conspiracy going on there. Now, let's get into the systems and figure out what we got. So we'll just start with condos and townhomes. And what we do is we look at what has happened so far this month. We are in the month of June. Here we go. This is what sold. And let's go ahead and take a look at these results. 459 have sold so far. And, okay. Between them, median price is $271.5. Let's see what we had last month. Ooh, look at this. The price actually went down. So we have, we could get rid of that. So 459 have sold so far compared to, for the entire month, 684. I'm going from 285 to 271. What has gone on here? I'm wondering if it's this right here, the highest sale, because usually it's in the millions. Some luxury condo on the strip. This 2 million is a little bit low. It may have drove it down some. We'll see. Now here's one that's interesting. The median list price is, we're just going to call it $7,450 more than the close price. So close now, even though I'm hearing about a lot of multiple offers right now, it looks like people are not offering over list because last month, oh, you know what? I completely screwed up. Look here. Should be 275. So it is still down, but not as much as from 285. So we got that. Let's go and look at single family. And that didn't do what it was supposed to do. Let's go ahead. Okay, 1,627 sold compared to, ouch, 2,316. Now let's look at the results. Okay, so the median close price was 440 so far this month. Let's compare that against last month of, it's actually down also. So down by $2,120. So I call that kind of settling there. And look at here. The median list price of those homes is still more by about $9,500 than the median close price, which means even with all these multiple offers that people are talking about, with all these multiple offers, the same thing is continuing to happen. People are not asking over list price right now. So the median close price is lower than median list price. So be very careful. Also, this is one that's a trick that you really have to kind of get to. This price here is the list price at closing. So if there were a bunch of price reductions, it doesn't reflect what the starting list price was. So another reason to see or make sure that you're not overpricing. And again, if you're a buyer, it's a great place to go to try to find overpriced homes where they've been there for a bit. Those are the ones you need to actually go after, and let the seller have a little bit of realism, and have your real estate agent pull up these numbers to show like the other price reductions and the close price for these stubborn sellers who are saying, nobody's going to steal anything from me, because nobody stole anything from anyone, because just about everyone is in the positive territory right now. So let's see. Let's get that. Not going to go into news today or anything. Let's actually do something a little bit different. Not going to be able to compare it to different months, but let's see what's going on in the high-rise biz. So right now, there are 293 high rises up for sale. So just so you kind of know where the high rises are, they're mainly on the strip. We got, that's interesting. So we got these down here on South Las Vegas Boulevard. Majority are going to be on the strip. You got these over in Queens Ridge, and you got some over in Lake Las Vegas. These are actually pretty nice over here. Biggest problem you have with the high-rise properties, and I'm going to show you here in a second, is you have people who are like high-rise or something, and they're not looking at certain things. Like I can just go look at this one here, and the HOA is going to be hundreds of dollars a month. Look at this. Now, hold on, wait, this is probably it's an $8 million place. Let's not do that. Let's find something that, I don't know, regular folks live in. So let's see here. Four. No, let's go even. Okay, this is out in Lake Las Vegas. So $375,000, 2 bedroom, 2 bath house. Let's go see. I'm gonna have to hide this for just a second. Hold on. In case I had something personal there. And this one, the HOA fee, we have two of them. You have a master plan fee. You have two association fees, one for $788, one for $127, and a monthly master plan fee of $153, giving your total nut per month $1,068 for a $375,000 house or condo in the high rise out there in Lake Las Vegas. That's pretty much the same for the strip also, except for you're only going to have one HOA, but it's going to be just as big as putting these together here. So yeah, I mean, you got one or two car payments there when you get into that. Now I've had a lot of people lately. I'm going to bring this one up who are trying to house hack and get their some kind of duplex or triplex or quadplex. Well, let's see what we get for these duplexes, quadplexes, and triplexes. So right now there are 53 available. Let's see where they're at. So we got some in Pahrump, Mesquite, interesting, Beatty. What's what they got in Beatty? So $500,000. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Looks like you get a lot of land, some workspace. Let me hide before I go into some details here. So it is a duplex and a comma fourplex. That's interesting. So it does have commercial buildings. Okay, let's look at the one up in Mesquite. Let's take a look at some pictures here. Yeah, so okay, some of they better bring breakfast in bed for that price, $500,000. So we got this one up in Mesquite. Let's see what we get here. And thanks again for that access to that drive there, Kenny. Actually, it's pretty nice here. This could be some good investment property here. So I did a good job. Okay, I'm going to hide something here for just a sec. So 650,000. So be interesting to try to run this to see if it will pencil out. It seemed to lease for $1,200 per month. Let's see. So they are taking cash, conventional. Of course, they're going to take cash, conventional, FHA, and VA. Now, here's one that people don't think about. Now, if you look at your limits that you have for buying a house, are you asking for the HOA fee for the one in Mesquite or the one up in Beatty? If you, no, not lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, for your loan limits and stuff, those loan limits that you normally see when you go, like look them up. What's the conventional loan limit for this year and whatever? That applies to a single family residence. If it's multi-figure, in Vegas, I'll have to look at see which one because different ones are going to have different HOA fees. I'll pull one up. Let's see here in a sec. Kenny here is asking for the HOA fees. So like right now for a fourplex, you can actually have a conforming loan of about $1 million. So, okay, the one I was talking about with the crazy fees, that was out in Lake Las Vegas. So you're going to have the master plan fee and 2 HOAs. That's why it's so expensive. And let's see, let's come down to Vegas, see what we got. Let's share that again. So we got this one right off there. A couple here right in the airport. 650. Oh, we can't see what the inside looks like. More than likely it's rented out. Hold on a second here. Yep, has tenants. So you have to make it subject to inspection. And right now, they have 3 of them rented out. And the rent is $1,300 per. Let's see if there are any other fees out here. Taxes are $1,472 a year. No HOA. So something like this could possibly pencil out where you'd actually, kind of have somebody else, actually 640. You dang near have somebody else paying for your rent. So you could live in one place for free and have the others rented out and live for free. And then hopefully you'll have some upside to it and sell it. So that's how you can house hack there. So about 640. Let's see if there's anything else out there. Got some places up in North Vegas. Let me just take a look at this one real quick before I show it to you. It's a duplex, no HOA, 7 parking spaces. I don't know if this will pencil out too well for you, but no pictures of the inside, which tells me they have tenants. Let's see here. Please do not disturb tenants. Both units lease expires in September. So they're getting $500 off of one and $700 off the other. At that price, I don't even see how it pencils out. Really, I don't. Okay. We've gone past the 20-minute mark in 24 minutes. Anybody have any questions? Some of you have probably been seeing some of the stuff about, Gary Vaynerchuk, talking about the coming real estate crisis, and he's probably right on that. The thing is, people aren't getting. He's talking about commercial real estate. Commercial real estate. Some are. Now, I can't define what the hood is, but some of these could be in what some people define as the hood, and some are not. You just have to look to see, what your definition is and how it fits out with you. So anyway, there is a coming real estate crisis, and it's mainly on commercial, and it should be easy to figure out why. And it has to do with COVID, because everyone went home to work. And if you still have a lease on a building, because these building leases can be 20 years long. So you're paying, your lease on your building, but you don't have any employees, or at least who are coming to work. And that's why, when Elon Musk took over Twitter, he defaulted on all of his rents and everything, because he's just trying to get out of them. And that's why a lot of these companies are trying to force people to come back to work. Has to do with this. They're paying rent on a place they can't get out of right now for nobody being there. and some of them are trying to get you to quit because it wasn't a good look for some of these companies like, Meta and all the rest of them who let all these people go. They're trying to force people to go by making them work. That's a strange thing. I saw this thing the other day that showed that people who are working from home are way more efficient than being in the office. But they don't care. They want you to come back to work for no other reason than some people are going, I've gotten used to being at home and I'll quit before I have to come into work 5 days a week. And you know what? That's just fine with them. They'll probably take the ones who really are productive and go like, you know what? Hey, let's make a deal. But for the rest, um, when you threaten to quit, that's a dumb statement because they're looking for you to quit. And yeah. So anyway, getting to the subject today, we're talking about with one of the reasons we're in the predicament we have right now, even though interest rates are ridiculous, they've gotten so high that I mean, how do you compete? I mean, this is like it was 20 years ago or something where the interest rates were. We've gone for decades. I mean, it's been more than 20 years, probably 25, dang near 30, when interest rates were this high. But you know what? All these people who sit there and they talk about this stuff, oh, back in 1990, the interest rates were 7.5%. You're still getting a good bargain. In 1990, a house cost $100,000 average, literally. Median price of a house wasn't 400 or some $1,000. You're paying 4 times as much for a house. I mean, I'm going to put it out there. My very first house I purchased was in the Midwest. What was my? It was like $112,000, and that was actually high end. The median price of a house was in the 80s, $80,000 range, and my payment was actually only a little bit less. I mean, a little bit than I'm paying right now. Way back then, way back then. So this is almost like living free now. And you know why I'm living free? Because I have a low interest rate. And a lot of these people who have these 2.25s and stuff, 'cause I didn't get down to that. I settled as rates went down in the threes. These people in the twos, they're looking, and sometimes I see them like they need to trade up houses and stuff. It's like, how and why are you doing this? Your interest rate is 2.4%, and you're about to go into a 6.6% rate. You talking about trading rates, Kenny? Because I know yours was in the twos, right? But yeah, these people are sitting on their houses right now because, in a way, they have nowhere to go. I mean, hold on, let me pull this up. It's a good way to do it. Share my screen here. So let's go to a mortgage rate calculator. Let's say, I mean, this is what I was talking about when people are, who are saying, who kept sitting on the fence going, I want rates to go down more. I saw people literally at 2.75 going, I'm waiting to go hit, 2% and all this stuff. And they missed great markets. So we're just going to use 400,000. And let's see, we'll do 3% down. Yep. Like I said, yeah, he's got it. I'm not going to share it, but his rate was in the twos. And I mean, it's hard to give that up. It's difficult. And let's say you have that 2.25. And I'd just like to take this out, even though, I mean, just to make things even for right now. So your payments are $14.83 a month on a on a $400,000 house with 3% down. I mean, you can't get rent for that now in an apartment. But take that, I hate it does that. Take this and pump it up to about 6.6%. So 1483, 2478. In other words, that's all your utilities, and for some folks, that's their grocery bill. At the very least, it's your house payment plus a couple of car payments for normal folk. You're not out buying BMW 7 Series brand new that are going to depreciate 80% in 3 years. And it's destroying the housing market, because even when the prices went down for that 6 straight months, and then of course slid to the side for 6 months. I mean, we had a year of a down market, a correction. We didn't have a crash, because a crash is a hell of a lot more than what happened here, because we're back up to about 440. That top was 482. Dude, I'll tell you, why would somebody trade in their $400,000 house for $1,400 in payments so you can get a house? Which means that's what's constraining the market right now. And that constraint is keeping the market high. So you're paying higher interest rates on relatively expensive homes. So let's share this again, just to kind of show it. So I bought a house at the top of the market. I think I done screwed up. I paid $482,000, but I got it for 2.25%. My payment at the top of the market was $1,787. Now let's just, based on what we did here tonight, and I did it again, 440 at 6.6. You got to pay $1,000 a month more. $1,000. But luckily, for some people, they purchased at still a good time, because let's say they bought at the bottom of the market, which is about 425. I did it about 6%. But the thing is, the majority of them didn't pay 6% at the bottom of the market. They got a 3-2-1 buy down or a 2-1 buy down. So right now they're paying 4%, which isn't far off from somebody who bought at the top of the market. And that's where the thing is. There are people who go, oh, it's about to crash any minute, so I'm just sitting on the sidelines. Well, the sellers, they done stopped giving out those incentives, because you had like a nice 9 month period where the sellers, I mean, over 90% of sellers were giving concessions. They were paying your interest rate down so you could afford the house. They were paying your closing costs, and you got it for 40-some thousand. No, what was that? $60,000 less than the top of the market. There were still people who were going like, nah, I'm not doing this. It's going to drop any moment. Well, it didn't, and interest rates went up. Let's see. Yeah. Why would you? I mean, I don't even have 2.75. I don't know. I looked at it and I thought about refinancing again. I just didn't, because it's a trap to me. That's hard to say. It's a trap. But I started in the 4s when I bought my house here, when I PCS'd here. And after I retired, I refied in the 3s. That saved me like $300 a month. $300 a month. And then I could have refied into the 2s, and that was going to save me like another, like in the high, like 170s or something. And then I just went, you know what? One of the reasons it saves you, and this is what I hate about the mortgage industry, they want to sell loans at 15-year and 30-year. I would have had to either do a 15-year, which meant my payment would have gone up, or another 30-year. I was actually upset when I refied, because I would love to have been where I was at and just, refied there. They don't allow you to do that. And that's the reason I didn't refi, because I would have had to like just start over again. And what people aren't thinking about in that amortization is, yeah, my payments are lower, but now I've started at the beginning where I'm paying nothing but interest for the first few years. And I was like, that didn't make sense to me. And I've actually like just looked at people who are doing this, and they're just like starting their 30 years over every few years. So their payments go down, but in a way, are they really saving money? I'd rather just like put more money towards my towards my payments or something. But I guess if I really thought about it, I would have refied at 2.25, because when it hit there, that was like a stupid amount. And then just taking the difference and paid it may have done something for me. I don't know. So anyway, I'm still looking to see if anybody has any questions. I don't want to keep tap dancing. And as always, I got to go figure out something for dinner. Okay. I'm going to give it 3 more minutes here so everybody has a fair shake. I know there's a delay in everything, and I want to make sure everyone has a chance to ask any questions. This isn't just about throwing numbers at you. And it's, one of the reasons I don't look at the numbers ahead of time is I don't want to be prejudiced by the numbers. I want to come in here. It's kind of like the mistake I made, because I looked at a number before it populated condos and townhomes. I want to be surprised. I don't want to be influenced by and come in here and try to tell you something. You should do something. Yeah, you should be buying. You should be selling. Real estate for most people, not all, most, is the most expensive thing that they will ever own, and it's the driver behind wealth. To be honest, if you look at net worth in the U.S., people who have six figures of net worth is purely because they own a house. It just is what it is. And a lot of this negative talk are folks who don't own a house or can't get one right now. And the negative talk is they really want to see the market crash so they can have what they missed out on when the market was, when you could buy a house literally for $80,000 back in 2012. And these are the houses that are selling right now for 400,000, believe it or not. 350 to 400,000. Those were the $80,000 houses back in 2012. So some people made some dang good bank. I'm saying damn good bank. Okay, giving it another minute here. I want to make sure everybody who's here get their questions answered. Make a statement, say Baba Booey, something. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. Hope you guys got some good information from this. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Oh, okay. It's more of a statement here. We've turned into LA. No, we are nowhere near LA, Kenny. Other than all the people who move here and who will be moving here still because of all the crazy laws. I don't know if you've seen the latest law, but I mean, I kind of know what they're talking about. But it's up for a bill right now where they're going to tax everyone on mileage for their cars, because nobody's buying gas anymore. The cars have become so efficient. That's one. Two, you got the hybrids, and now everybody's buying damn Teslas. Well, the highways are fixed, and certain agencies are funded by that gas tax. If nobody's buying gas, there's no money for gas tax, So I think they're doing it in a bad way where people don't understand what they're doing. But I do understand why they're doing it. If nobody is buying gas, you can't repair the roads that people are driving on. On top of that, people are using roads that they're not paying for. You pay for the roads when you buy gas. That's your gas tax. And I think it's going to upset a lot of people because it's being done badly. and it's going to probably force more people this way and towards Texas and maybe Arizona. Okay. Any other questions? You just got my 2 cents. I'm not the economist of choice on that, but it's easy to see what's going on. It's all the damn Teslas. But they made their biggest mistake when they went, we want to every car in California to be electric by such and such date. Great. You didn't think about that when you said that statement? Kind of adds up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Whoops. Yep. Thanks a lot, Kenny. Take care. And hope everybody else here has a good one, including those who are watching the replay. Put your questions below. Hopefully next week, I've got a little difficult little real estate deal I'm working on right now. I'm gonna get that out of the way, and then I'll have a little bit of free clearance for you guys. Okay, I will see y'all later, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's been beautiful so far. It has not even hit 100 in Vegas, and it's the end of June. I'm loving it.